All right, I hope everyone's doing well today, and I hope you enjoyed the last video I put up. I know that was a bit of a deeper dive on the exercise science side of things, but I think it's something that a lot of people could get a ton of use out of and incorporate into their own training. So if you didn't check that out, definitely go take a look at that one. It's really interesting. But today, as you can see, I am in front of the green screen, so we are going to be going through some new exercise variations. So today I want to go through 5 exercises for the lower body that I feel are super underrated. Now, some of these exercises may be really familiar, some of them may be completely new. It really depends on your training experience and what you're training for. Some of them you may recognize, but the way I'm gonna do them today may actually shift the focus of that exercise. So whether or not you're just trying to change up your routine with some new exercises, or you're just looking for a new way to incorporate some old ones, I think you could get a lot of benefit out of this video. You guys do seem to like the exercise videos, so I'm gonna keep making more of them if it's something you enjoy. If you do and you've gotten a lot of benefit out of my other videos, let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. So if you do enjoy this video, let me know in the comments, drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, I would super appreciate if you could subscribe. It's completely free. Obviously, I'm a smaller channel, so it does a lot to really support me and help my channel grow. This is a lateral lunge variation that's really gonna target the adductor on the active leg here. So it's basically a slide board lateral lunge. If you have a slide board, I would use that, but because I'm doing it on the turf here, I normally refer to it as a lateral lunge with drag or with foot drag, and I've used this with a lot of my athletes recently just because of how effective it is at hitting those adductors. So you're going to lunge down to the side just like a normal lateral lunge, but instead of pushing yourself back the way you came, you're actually gonna pull your other leg across. So your adductors have to work really hard to pull everything back to center. Definitely give this a try and see how it feels. This is a skater squat, and in my opinion, this is probably the best no equipment exercise that you could do for your lower body to develop strength. You don't need any equipment to do this. Obviously, I'm holding a plate here. That's more so to use as a That's more so as a counterbalance because my ankle mobility isn't very good, but you can do this body weight and it's so good for strengthening your legs. As opposed to a pistol squat, you're actually going to reach your non-active leg back. It loads your hip a lot more than a pistol squat does. It doesn't require quite as much mobility to perform. And for a body weight exercise, it is pretty difficult. I doubt a lot of people can do these smoothly with just their body weight. So if you're training at home and you don't have any equipment, this is an extremely effective exercise to implement in your routine. We normally refer to this one as a glute ham hinge or a Nordic RDL. So you're gonna set up in the GHD as if you're doing a normal glute ham raise, but instead of just straightening out your knee, you're actually hinging at your hips. So I'm keeping a completely perpendicular thigh with the ground here as I hinge down, go as far as I can go, keeping my back straight, and then I'm coming back up. So really trying to maintain that hip position the whole time. And the thing with this is it effectively hits both ends of your hamstring because you've got your foot, your leg pushing up against the support in the back, but you're also coming into hip extension. So you have that isometric contraction of the hamstring at the knee and that active contraction at the hip because we know that hamstring crosses our knee and our hip. So this is actually one of the only ways that we can stress the hamstring at both ends. So this is a super useful variation, and I definitely recommend throwing it in your routine and seeing how it treats your hamstrings. This is a front foot elevated split squat, sometimes known as a Poliquin split squat. So you're going to put your front leg on an elevated surface and you're doing a split squat, but instead of going straight down, you're gonna come down and forward, almost like an escalator. So you're really loading into that knee, trying to get really big ankle and knee range of motion here, and then coming back up and locking out. So this is one of the best exercises that I found can not only get you a lot stronger, but really improve your mobility because you're really pushing that ankle range of motion, that knee range of motion. Super big for knee health, knee tendon health, and this is a real staple in the base programs of virtually all of our athletes. This is a sled drag, super simple exercise, but one of my absolute favorites for isolating and targeting the quads. It's great for knee health. Despite having some pretty chronic inflammation issues in my quad tendon, knees always feel great after I do it. Great for just developing general strength, developing capacity. Just a really good all-around exercise and very low risk as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on this video, and if you're not subscribed, please drop a sub. It means the world to me. And of course, if you give these exercises a try, please let me know how it goes. I'm always open to hearing feedback to everyone and how these new exercises treat them and where you even put them in your routine. So let me know everything. I want to hear the details. And as always, this is real life. Be ready to perform.